Is your child finding difficulty to communicate? Speech or talk is there but no meaningful communication? Then watch the full video to learn about how to develop communication in neurodivergent or special needs children. When the child is not able to communicate what they feel, what they want, they may throw a tantrum, show frustration and anger. And that's why it's very important to teach communication. Today in this video, I'll be discussing about how to develop communication in children with echolalia, non-verbal children and also children with need-based communication. Let's talk about how to develop communication in children who have echolalia. So echolalia means your child is listening, your child is repeating. So the two skills have developed already here. Your child is listening and your child is repeating. So how this meaningless repetition we are going to change to meaningful communication. So the initial step, you are going to show the real objects or the flashcards and repeat the word. Now say for example, you are taking any object, a toy, a ball, a spoon, a glass, a plate, an apple, orange, any vegetable, and you are going to show it and tell apple, apple, apple. Give it to the child's hand, let the child feel, and the child will say apple. So now the child has understood that this particular thing is apple. So once the child learns that, you will say give apple, give apple, give apple. So the child will give apple. And now you also need to understand whether the child has actually understood it. So along with apple, you will be keeping some other thing and you will say give apple. And if the child picks up and give apple, and that means the child has actually understood it. So either the child have to point or the child has to give it. So the meaningless repetition have become meaningful now. Now the second thing what you are going to do is do and say. That is model. You are going to do and then you are going to say. So how are you going to do it? So say for example, in the toilet, open tap. You will open the tap and you are saying open tap. Wash hands. While washing hands, you are saying wash hands. You're modeling it. You're doing it and you're saying it. So the child will see. Or when you're washing through physical prompt, when the child is washing, you will say washing hands, wiping hands. So you will model it, or when the child is doing, you will use the word. While the child is playing, pick up toys. You will pick up, put it in basket. So action and saying. Keep the phrases, sentences very short. Now let's learn about how to develop more communication in children who have only need-based communication. So what is need-based communication? The child will talk only what is required. What does the child need or something that the child is interested in? Say for example, I want to go to toilet, I want food, I want pizza, I want water, let's go, shopping, those kind of things. I want chocolate, whatever the child is interested in, whatever the child's need is. There is no further communication apart from that. So how we can create more communication in them? We have to develop functional communication or situational based communication in them. We have to create a situation for them to communicate. So if the child is at home and mother is in kitchen, tell the child, show the child mama cutting vegetable and ask the child to cut the vegetable. Don't look at the perfection. Just let the child do and you can say, oh, now Joy cutting vegetable. Keep this in the cupboard. Close the lid. Keep the dish here. So like that you will create situation for the child to communicate. Now let's see how we can develop communication in non-verbal children. Unless we teach them alternate method to communicate, tell me how will they learn? So we have to teach them alternate method. Here we need to understand that communicating only through words or verbal is not just the only means of communication. Gestures, eye contact, pictures, all these are alternate method of communication. Here I will talk about two types of communication method, that is high-tech and other one is low-tech. So high-tech is using apps like Avaz app, where the child will click on the picture, say like if the child click on park, the picture will talk for the child, I want to go to park, or any emotions, if the child click, I am sad. So the app will talk for the child. Another one is picture exchange communication system, that is the PECS. PECS is just the child will pick up the picture and show what the child wants, or what the child wants to communicate. So here there is a baseline. First, the child should have the baseline. So the baseline is the child should be able to recognize picture, the child should be able to point, the child should be able to pick it up and give. These are the baseline to develop picture exchange communication system or alternate communication method. I'll be showing a few of my PECs and further explain it. So this is the picture exchange communication system, PECS, which is the low-tech communication device that I was talking about. I purchased this from Amazon.com. I'm not sure whether the same product is available on Amazon.in. The concept is the child can pick up a picture and communicate their needs. For example, yes, no, I don't want this, I am sad, I want water, I want to sleep, etc. As you can see in the video, this PEC book also contains situational based pictures such as at school, in the park, at home, etc. So wherever the child is, the child can just open that particular page, pick up the picture and then communicate. It is not mandatory to buy a ready-made PEC book like this. You can easily download situational based pictures from Google, print them, laminate them, and use them according to the child's need. Communication is not only about speech. When a child can express needs, feelings, and choices, that itself is meaningful communication. PECS does not stop speech development. Instead, it supports communication, reduces frustration, and often helps children move towards verbal communication over time. Even non-verbal children, children with echolalia and need-based communication children can use PECS. This helps them to express themselves without pressure to speak. As you see in this video, the child can easily pick up whatever the child wants, whether it is food, whether it is emotions, or if it is any need, the child can pick up and communicate. This is another set of PEC which can be used as a routine or to express feeling and emotions. Basic communication such as I am happy, I am tired, I want a break, don't push, I am sleepy, or even as a mode for the parents to communicate with their child or the child to communicate with the parent. Remember, communication is not only about speech. When a child can express needs, feelings, and choices, that itself is meaningful communication.